Today, we're diving deep into easy Descript tricks that will make editing your videos a breeze. Whether you're a seasoned pro or new to video editing, these tips will revolutionize your workflow. Trust me, these tips will not only help you edit faster, but also elevate the level of your videos. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to the third and final installment of our three-part series on Descript. I'm Kristina Stubblefield, and I help you unleash your business's potential, boost your visibility, and maximize your time. In part one, we demonstrated how to edit your content directly from text. And in part two, we explored how to create clips tailored for social media use. If you missed either of those videos, I strongly encourage you to take a moment to catch up on the valuable insights they offer. Today, we're sharing easy Descript tricks you need to know to make editing your next video a breeze. From using the blade tool to easily trim your video, quick click audio and video editing, and one of its newest features that makes using a script in your video even easier. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any of our exciting Descript tricks and tips. Also, just a quick note, like I have said before, this video isn't sponsored by Descript. We just love this tool and truly believe it can change the way you edit your videos. My team and I use it all the time. We even used it to edit this video. If you'd like to give it a try, feel free to use the affiliate link below. Now, let's head over to my screen and I will share with you 8 tricks we use all the time for our videos. Part 1 of this series covered the basics of uploading a video and included a quick overview of the Descript interface. If you're new to Descript, I encourage you to go back and watch that video for even more details. First up, I want to talk about the blade tool and how you can use it. Right here you see that I have a video timeline down here in the bottom. And I want to show you, if you hover over this line, you can adjust how large this is or how small it is. So I want to pull mine up so it's easier for you to see what I'm doing. Over here on the right, you have some tools. This is the select tool. This is the blade tool. This is the range. This is the slip tool, and this is the hand tool. So let's click on blade. Now, when you do that, you see you get a red blade in the bottom. And I want to just show you, let's just say that there is a section right here that I want to clip out. To use the blade tool, you have to be down here in the section where the video is. And you click there, and you see that it put a line there. Now I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to clip again. Now, if I right click on this section, I can delete it. So now it deleted that space out in my video. The blade tool is so easy to use, and it comes in really handy if you want to split videos into quick sections. No one likes awkward pauses in their videos, and Descript can easily shorten those gaps. So let me show you how you can use a quick fix. Come up here to the top to Actions. When you click there, shorten word gaps. It's the third one down on the list. Now, this is set to 2 seconds or more. Shorten to 1 second. So just so I can show you, I'm going to change this to 1 second, and it tells me it found one place where there is more than a 1 second break. And I can shorten it down automatically to 1 second. If I want to review where that is, I come right over here on this side under the search results, and I click here, and it will pull it up in my video. Potential issues and make necessary up. So it's highlighted here in gray where there is a gap where I break in speaking. So if I want to shorten this gap, I come up here and I click shorten. It just shortened that word gap for me automatically. This can come in handy if you're really getting your thoughts together on a video and you want to pause if you're using Descript, you can know and be confident that no matter how long you pause for, whether it be 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, that's not going to add a bunch of editing, that you can use this feature in Descript to quickly shorten those gaps, no matter how often you do it. For me, a lot of times I take a break and get my thoughts together in between larger segments when I'm recording videos. And this has been a feature that my team has loved because they don't have to go through and literally listen from start to finish with my video and be like, oh, she had a 3-second break. Oh, there's a 10-second break. We need to go in and use the blade tool to cut those out. Now with a feature like the shorten the gaps, we save so much time because it doesn't matter if there's 10 or 20 instances where the gaps need to be shortened. This tool will do it for you automatically. Plus, you control the settings. So if you want longer breaks, you can change this to 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 5 seconds. It's really up to you. And I love this feature with Descript. Now on to one of my next favorite features. I have a lot of those in Descript. I tend to say some filler words, and we don't always like there to be a lot of ums and so in our videos. And my team in the past, they used to spend some time editing those out because sometimes I like to go off the cuff and not exactly know the direction I'm going in. And that is a way that I pause sometimes, is using filler words. So in Descript, you go right here to the actions, remove filler words. And this is where we need that moment, because one of the best parts about this is the settings. And I want to come in here and I want to say, okay, I want to delete. I want to delete and replace with a gap. I want to ignore. I want to remove from the transcript. You get those options. But the other thing too is you click right here on the gray area. You get to choose the words that you consider as filler words. These are all of the words that are included for me with my videos. And you can use Descript to add filler words as you go. This isn't something that you have to sit and just keep plugging in filler words. You can go in and actually plug them in as you go, the more videos you add in. And also repeated words. You know, sometimes we tend to repeat words and we may not even realize it. And this can pick up on that. So if it finds filler words, what does it do? Well, you can see right here, it has found one. Again, you go over to the right to the search results. And if I click this button, it brings me right to where that is found
to do so. Test all the links.
And it plays it for me, just as it is intended to do so. That is not technically a filler word. So I don't have to do anything. I can just close out of it. But if it was a filler word, I could actually click remove. So I'm just going to click the X here because I don't want that filler word removed. In this case, it's not one. So now I get to show you one of the latest releases from Descript, and I'm super excited about it. So if I click on the video, you may see that my eyes are not exactly looking at the camera. My webcam is up higher and I want to adjust that. So I come over here to effects and I click the plus button, and look right here. It still says it's in beta, eye contact. So I'm going to click that button and it's toggled on. Did you see the adjustment? Let me toggle it off. Let me toggle it on. OMG. Can we say game changer? I absolutely love this feature because, you know, I tend to really be focused in on what I'm doing. And the next thing you know, I'm looking down here and not actually looking at the webcam. And this doesn't matter if you're reading from a script, if you're just focused in on the video you're doing, whatever the reasoning. Now, there's a tool you can use to adjust it. So I'm going to press play so you can see that it just didn't do this one little part.
Links, buttons, and forms. You want to make sure they're functioning.
Now, let's go back. Let's turn this off so you can see, because you may not have even paid attention that I wasn't looking right at the
Test
camera.
all the links, buttons, and forms. You want to make sure they're functioning correctly.
Like, I'm deep in thought in this video. I'm really focused in on what I'm covering. So now let me turn it back on for you, and I press play so you can
Test all the links, buttons, and forms. You want to make sure they're functioning correctly.
Can we just take a moment to let all of that just sink in? Game-changing feature. And I feel like I say this with so many of the features inside of Descript, but this is incredible. Incredible. Absolutely love it. So of course I have to mention color adjustments. So what you want to do is you want to click on the video, and then you want to come over here and you want to go to effects. And you will see color adjustments. And when you click in here, once it shows up here on your main screen, you want to click the settings. And this is where you can change your exposure. Don't worry, you can go back. You can also do negative. So if I wanted to darken it some, that's a lot. If I want to add a little contrast, I can. If I want to add a little highlight, I can. If I want to add a little shadows, if I want to change the temperature of it, I can.
Audience and leave a lasting impression by thoroughly checking the functionality and content of your web.
The thing about it is, I wouldn't use it like this. I'm going to Control Z, Control Z. So if you mess up, don't worry, you can Control Z right back out of it. Great features in here for color adjustments, quick, easy to do, and you're not stuck with something. You can play around with it as you go. One of the other things is if you make a mistake somewhere along the line, you can always toggle something off. So the color adjustments I made, I can toggle them off. Now I want to share with you my next one. And again, I said I have a lot of favorite features, but sound. Great quality sound is vital, and I want to show you a couple of features that you can utilize to enhance your audio. So we want to go up here to audio effects, and if you don't see any of these in your main window, you just go to the plus button, and that's where you can find them. Let me start off by showing you each of these have different options from EQ, dynamics, creative, reverb. You have a lot of different options, and you can make adjustments along the way. So if you come in here to EQ and you go to this one and you go to the settings, you can actually get very detailed with this. Now, let's say you're not advanced with utilizing EQ. Let's turn this off. We're going to close that out. There's another great feature in here that's called Studio Sound. And you see it right here on my main window, but if you don't see it on yours, you can go right here to get Studio Sound. And what this does, when I turn this on, it will enhance the audio in this video. So I'm going to click it on. Now, it depends on how long your video is how long it will take to apply it. Okay, so I want you to be able to hear the difference when this is utilized. We'll take it just a few minutes to apply this, and you can see it's going right here. While this is still working, I want to show you, you can click on the settings, and most of the time it's going to default the intensity to 100%, and you probably won't want to use it at 100%. So I'm going to change it to 50% to be able to show you. So first, I'm going to push play.
Website, you can address any potential issues and make necessary updates to enhance the overall user experience.
Now, I'm going to turn this off so that you can hear this. And I'm going to go back.
And content of your website, you can address any potential issues and make necessary updates to enhance the overall user experience.
Now, let me turn it back on so you can hear one more time. Sometimes it takes a couple times to notice a difference, especially if you weren't paying attention, knowing exactly what it was going to do.
Its review and improvement is crucial. If you don't want to do your own website review, I've got good news for you. I'm currently offering free website audits
So even though that I'm using a microphone and there's not a lot of noise going on around me, just by using that studio sound, it enhances the audio and makes it a little bit more crisp. And again, I'm only using it in the settings at 50%, but this is something that you can tweak to make changes to. Maybe it only needs a little bit, maybe it needs a lot of adjustment. And this is a great feature whether you're doing things in more noisy environments, maybe outside, or if you're recording video on your smartphone. They do a fantastic job with audio and video usually, but just making small tweaks with how important sound is, it can really add just another level of enhancement to your video. And that's so important. Sound is vital. So let's move on to my last feature that I'm sharing in here. I must mention something about speed. Sometimes we need to adjust speed, whether it's speed things up or slow things down. And Descript does a great job of making that easy to do. You can go right here to the duration. You can click here and you can adjust this by just typing in what you want. It also tells you over here the amount of time adjustment. Then, once you've completed all the desired edits on your video, you can go ahead and proceed to exporting it. And I'll show you that again. You go up here to publish, then you click export video. Depending on where you're using this video is what will determine your resolution and your quality, and if you're using metadata or not. And then you'll click the export button. So there you have it. Quick tricks to use when editing your next video. I hope you can see just how easy it is to use Descript, and I hope it breaks another barrier you have about creating video content. Don't forget part 1 of this series highlighted Descript's best feature, editing from text. It truly is a game changer. And in part 2, we showed you how you can create social clips in a flash. And you can see Descript is an amazing video editor. Like I said, my team and I use it all the time. If you're curious to explore it yourself, feel free to use my affiliate link below. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. Every week, we share valuable tips on how to grow your small business with digital marketing, effortless technology, and a strategic plan. Until next time, take care.